everyone, and welcome to Mr. Mo Dynasty. It's episode 13, and we're going to finish up, hopefully, the month of August here. We're looking to make some strides.
Here we are, back, taking on the Atlanta Braves. After that 4-2 loss, we rolled for August 19th, and I got a play full game. And winning or losing will impact our staff approval by a D10. So that's certainly something that cost us when we lost the staff approval roll, and it hurt everyone. So let's see if we can get that staff approval up as we take on the Atlanta Braves in back-to-back games. Looking at the numbers, not pretty. Atlanta also struggling though this year, 64 and 62. That's struggling for them. We are going to send out Cooper Jerpy with his 1-6, 6.43 ERA. Is he fighting for a starting spot for next year? You better believe it. Right now, he is struggling. Okay, we're going out against Ronaldo Lopez, 5-5 with a 3.4 ERA. And Tommy Dalbeck looks tired. Let's see. Nick Maton is hot right now, so I think he's going to get a spot start. Sosa's going to bat fourth. Yeah, I think we're going to go. Corey Jolks is hot for 2. Can we squeeze him in somewhere? Let's see. Anybody we want to? Corey Jolks. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with this. So this is who we'll be taking on. The Atlanta Braves that beat us in the last game. Let's see if we can get some offense going this time. Our pitching did fine. 4-2 loss. We got to score more than 2 runs. Ooh, I like the looks of this. Alec Burleson. We traded for him. We want him to be a corner piece of this team moving forward. Let's see if he can produce again today for us. White Sox again taking on the Atlanta Braves. Here is Ronaldo Lopez. A 3-1 basically strikeout to walk ratio. That's pretty good. Let's see what he's featuring. 4-seamer, slider, curveball, and circle change. Here, I'll take him up. Leading off. And he's going to scoot this to second base. Nice diving play there. 1 away. Robs Tatum of a leadoff single. Let's watch the range. Awesome graphics from MLB The Show. 1 away. Next up, moved to the 2 spot is Dominic Fletcher. And he answers right out of the gates a solo blast that goes 418 feet. And the White Sox take an early 1-0 lead. Look at that. MLB prospect highlight number 3, Sebastian Walcott. Number 1 shortstop, number 1 Chicago White Sox. He's hitting 264 in the doubles. I love seeing some of those things that are showing at the bottom of the screen there. Yeah, I'm playing him actually DHing down in doubles. Let him just focus on his hitting. As I'm talking about the future, but here's the present, and that's Dominic Fletcher into the chop house. 1-0. Perfect swing on that 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Lopez sneaks in a slider. That's even at 2-2. And that ball is crushed. Nearly back-to-back solo home runs. Right now, Lopez is not putting the ball where he wants to. And he beams Alec Burleson. Now, granted, that was a curveball, not a fastball. So Alec realizes that wasn't on purpose. Definitely something to know. Right now, Lopez's command is off. Good job holding off on the curveball. It's a favorable 2-1 count.
Yeah.
Fastball down the middle. Lennon Sosa was looking for something else. It's even at 2-2.
That's the ball.
Full count. Jason
Full count.
Dominguez on deck. Oh, I feel like he hung that slider a bit. Yeah, Lopez is not showing the best of command right now. We need to take advantage. That ball is weighted on. I believe that would have been a strike. Maybe we were just late on it. Let's look at the PCI placement. See what happened. Up the station. Oh, yeah, that's probably a strike. Look at our PCI placement. We actually did a really good job. Strike on the fastball.
1-2.
Dominguez did a good job waiting on that curveball there. Yeah, he really hasn't shown a lot of why we traded for him with a 219 average, but he definitely is a big part of our future as well. That ball's hit into right field. Back, and it is caught at the warning track. Wow. I feel like we hit Ronaldo Lopez really well that inning, and all we have to show for it's 1 run. But still, 1 run is a positive. We go to the bottom of the first. 1-0. Here is Cooper Jerpy, part of that Alec Burleson trade that we gave away at the start of this franchise. Luis Robert Jr. for Jerpy and Alec Burleson. Burleson was the signature piece, but we were hoping to get a lot out of Cooper Jerpy.
That's a ball.
We need him to be better.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now it's even on Mike Ferris II. And there's that curveball for a strikeout, 1 away. Jerpy's got a 3-2 count here against David Fletcher.
That's out.
Ooh,
Ball
can't
4.
get the call. Went with the changeup on 3-2. That's the first walk of the game for Cooper Jerpy.
Ball.
Couldn't get Acuna Jr. to chase that fastball. We try the 2-seamer. 6, 4,
That's it out.
3 double play. Things going really well here in the first inning. We go to the top of the second. White Sox with a 1-0 lead. Let's get right back to swinging those bats against Ronaldo Lopez. We had a hard time locating in the first. And he struggles again. Nick Maton, solo shot. 443 feet. And this Atlanta crowd is not liking what they're seeing. A solo shot in the first, solo shot in the second. You like seeing it from this White Sox squad. Nick Maton, who got the start. He's been swinging a hot bat of late. He has the fire symbol next to his name, so we gave him the start, and he rewards us with a 443-foot blast to give us a 2-0.
Ball.
Yeah, Lopez is hanging that slider and that curveball.
3-1.
We've taken advantage with some good hard hit balls, and we have 2 runs to show for it. We're going to guess high fastball and be incorrect.
That's
And he
ball
walks
4. Take it
Ryan
base.
Ramos. That's his first walk of the game. And that leads to Colson Montgomery. Moved down to 8th in the lineup today.
Hit it right.
Ooh, that was his pitch.
1-2.
That's a terrible spot to leave a circle change, and we did not take advantage. And a wild pitch. We're going to go to second base on that. It's a short backstop here in Atlanta. It looks like it's brick, so it's going to not go. It's a little risky move if it gets by the catcher, because it could bounce back to the catcher Worked out for us. As Lopez continues to struggle. This is going to be his 30th pitch, and he's only recorded 3 outs so far in the game. Montgomery doing a good job battling. Yeah, I just wanted to move Montgomery out of the 2 spot. He's only hitting 220. I don't want the pressure. I know he's our captain, but put him down in the bottom here a little bit. He's battling here, though. Just hoping to get his confidence back. There's no way I'm sending him down in the minors. He's our captain. But definitely trying to let him get his focus. Lopez, high and inside on the fastball. Montgomery doesn't advance the runner as we watch the replay. Montgomery clearly was looking for something else, and next up is Corey Lee, batting 178. Yeah, good teams have to get that runner from second to score with nobody out. And Corey Lee pops up to shallow right field. That is not going to advance the runner. Although the right fielder will show off the cannon. And so far we have not moved that runner from second. And now there's 2 outs. Tatum up.
Ball outside.
Tatum with the highest OPS on the team. That's one of the reasons he's leading off today. Just missed that. Yeah, Lopez has already thrown 24 pitches this inning. Match the 24 he threw in the first. Not long for this game. Ooh, he strikes out Tatum on the high fastball. So the inning's over, but not before Nick Maton doubles our score. Hits that hanging curveball. 2 runs on 2 hits, both solo shots for the White Sox. They go to the bottom second with a 2-0 lead. Marcell Ozuna leading off here in the bottom of the second.
Ball.
Chirpy threw a beautiful curveball there.
Balls, 2 strikes.
Nice take by Marcell Ozuna. I'd have swung at that. And speaking of swinging, he swings on a 2-seamer. Back, and Terrell Tatum makes the catch. 1 away. Slider to Austin Riley. Nick Maton makes the throw, but Ramos can't dig it out, and that's going to be an E5. Yeah, they're going to charge that error to Ramos. Don't like to see that, because now Matt Olson comes up. He's hitting 271 with 36 dingers, 95 RBIs. Instead of having 2 outs and nobody on, there's 1 out and 1 on.
2.
Nice slider to Matt Olson.
1 and 2.
We're going to do it again. And Olson strikes out on the slider. Back-to-back sliders. And Matt Olson says, I got you. I got you, Chirpy. Well, let's see if it works against Drake Baldwin. Drake Baldwin flies out to Jason Dominguez, who makes the catch. We've played 2-0 White Sox. Dominic Fletcher up here in the top of the third. Got the scoring start in the first inning with this solo shot. What will he do this inning? He will strike out on a fastball 96 inside. And that's Lopez's 3rd strikeout of the day. And that brings up Alec Burleson, who got dinged in the first inning with a curveball.
Ball.
Lopez goes back to the circle change. Hasn't really thrown it a lot. The one he did throw down the middle we didn't take advantage of. Let's see if Burleson can make him pay. That's going to be an Oppo fly out to left field. 2 down as Lopez starts to settle in here in the third. Len Sosa, the 2-1 count. We're going to guess fastball high. Nope.
Ball.
And it's going to be a 3-1 count, and this time we're going to ambush. We're going to guess inside. And power swing if it goes right here. It wasn't the location I was looking for. 3-2 count. And he walks Lennon Sosa. His second walk of the game, and that brings up Jason Dominguez, our switch hitting 5th place hitter. Would like to see him get hot the last month and a half here. Misses on the curveball there, way early. Well, just early. We had the PCI in a bad spot. That ball was sailed, and that's going to be the second wild pitch of the inning. And as I talked about with that backstop, Lopez is actually the one that gets it instead of the catcher. That's a firm backdrop there. But we now have a runner in scoring position for Jason Dominguez, and I will be sending the runner. Hits the outfield.
Full count.
Good eye, Jason Dominguez. Will he want to walk Dominguez and pitch to Nick Maton, or he has a solo shot? I doubt it. I think he's going to challenge us. Good hold on the slider. Lopez, his 3rd walk. Some boos here from Atlanta fans. And now Nick Maton with runners on 1st and 2nd. He already has a solo home run today. He swings on the slider. And for the 3rd straight inning, Lopez has thrown 24 pitches at least. That's how you don't stay long in the game. Maton just got under that. I think it's going to be a fly out to the warning track. It is. And for the 1st inning, we don't score, although we did put 2 runners on base. We go to the bottom 3rd, 2-0 White Sox. That curveball hung a bit, but we're going to get lucky. Nick Allen flies out. Probably don't get that same luck against Acuna Jr., but with the 8th place hitter, better luck. Enough is Jake Marisnick, hitting .333 on the year. That's a great average for a 9th place hitter. We could use some of that. Derpy misses with the 4-seamer. And he strikes him out on the 2-seamer. Outside of the zone, Marisnick chased. That is the 3rd strikeout for Derpy. Brings up Michael Harris, 2nd. Who swings on the 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Let's go the slider down and in the dirt.
Ball.
Didn't get him to chase. Let's try the curveball. Ground ball with Colson Montgomery. Sets, fires, throws, out. We've played 3 White Sox. Looking good so far, 2-0. Look at the last 10 games that the Braves have played. They're currently on a 4-game winning streak, having swept the Guardians and beat us in the opener 4-2. Right now they trail by 2 runs, and that brings up Brian Ramos, hitting .225. Fouls this ball down. 3rd base line, dropped the bat head there. As you can see, good PCI placement just a little early. Lopez comes out here for the 4th. Can he make it through 4? I don't think he's going to, because for the 3rd time today, a solo home run for the White Sox. 376 feet later, Lopez has given up his 3rd home run of the day. Ramos hits his 7th. Look at this power from the White Sox today. 3 different hitters with solo shots. I feel like this was a fairly decent pitch by Lopez. An outside fastball, and Ramos just took the pitch and hit it where it's pitched. Curious about the PCI placement on that one. I don't feel like that was a bad pitch. Let's see the... And that's going to chase Lopez. Let's see what they show us. They're going to bring in Hurston Waldrep. Feels like he should be your butler, not the pitcher. Yeah, that PCI placement, inside fastball, and we took it. Let's look at the butler, Hurston Waldrep. 4-seamer, splitter, slider, and curve. Whoa, what kind of call is that? Umpire wants to get out of here. Are you kidding me? The ball was even, it's not even touching one of the lines. Plus, it was an ugly slider. What are you doing? Olsen looks disgusted as he walks back to the. Oh, look at the umpires giving him a look. Like, don't you give me side eye. Yeah, we'll give you side eye. That's a terrible call. 1 out. Brings up before you leave.
Hee-haw!
Yeah, I got to get used to this Hurston Waldrop
1-2.
motion. It's very. It starts out normal, but then it gets a little bit of a jerky motion.
Tag three.
He strike out. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Butler. Hurston Waldrop. And the lineup turns over. Harold Tatum up. He's 0 for 2 today, dropping his average to 250 on the season.
Right two.
Yeah, I am all out of sorts right
1-2
now.
is the count.
Yeah, he is definitely in my head. And that's going to be caught. Foul ball. Out. We've played 3.5 innings. Solo shot. 3 runs on 3 hits for the White Sox. Go to the bottom 4th. Up 3-0. Looking at the standings there, you can see where the Braves are. They're 12 back. They're just fighting for a wild card spot at this moment. We are not fighting for a wild card spot. We are fighting for respectability,
Nope. Ball.
pride, our jobs. Dominguez with the slider. He's going to make the catch against David Fletcher. Went away. Really, though, we're fighting for spots on the team next year. Jerpy's numbers have not been worthy of being on the roster next year if he doesn't turn things around.
2.
Gets that change up that's fallen there. And he strikes out Acuna on back-to-back change-ups. Beautiful location. 4th strikeout for Jerpy. Breaks up Marcell Ozuna.
Ah!
And then this time he goes for the low inside
1
fastball.
ball, 2 strikes.
And then he goes to the 2-seamer high and outside. Jerpy working all over the counts here. And he goes for the changeup.
Ball
Tries to
up.
challenge him high. Ozuna shows the discerning eye. Curveball hung just a bit. Ozuna having a decent at bat here, though. They try to get the slider in on his hands. Can Dominguez get there in time? No, it's going to hit the net. This time we went with the fastball inside. He's really working Jerpy on this at bat. And this time the curveball hangs. And Ozuna won't even get the second. Good job by Dominguez cutting that ball off and holding it to a single. Next up, Austin Riley. 1-2 count. I'd like to see a double play ball here. Strikes him out on the changeup. Can't have a double play ball with 2 outs. We've played 4. Jerpy, another strikeout. 2 in that inning, I believe. We go to the top of the 5th. 3-0. White Sox.
Ball.
We're focused now. We're focused on. We're not going to let that delivery throw us off. We are locked in. Ooh. That's it. I love the sound of the bat in MLB The Show. The crack of the bat when you hit it square. Had a great exit velo. I was just a little early. That was also a nice hitting, nice sound hitting the ball. Fortunately, just a fly out to center field. 1 away. Al Burleson, 0 for 1 on the day. He's been hit by a pitch. Let's see if he can solve this puzzle. He cracks that shot in the right field. 2 really well-hit balls. Unfortunately, in baseball, you don't always get rewarded for hitting the ball well, even at 101 exit velo. Sosa with a full count.
Tag.
Ooh, a splitter. Nice pitch. We go to the bottom of the 5th. White Sox 3-0 as we look at the tail of the tape here. We've got 5 strikeouts to their 3. They've walked us 3 times. We've only given up 1 walk and only 1 hit and no earned runs. So far, Jerpy pitching quite well.
Ball 4, take your base.
And on call, we walk Matt Olson to start the 5th. Sosa can't get to the ball. And that's where defense really hurts you. Very bad reaction there. And now the Braves are threatening. Nick Allen hitting 125. We got to take advantage of Nick Allen.
No, that missed.
Definitely would like to go play ball here. Fouls that off. Change up. Dominguez is there. Just a fly ball to left field, 1 away, and that brings up the 9th place hitter. He does have a great average, as you remember from last time. Jake Risnick hitting 321. Ooh! Ooh! Great pitch by Jerpy. Doesn't get the call. Risnick way out in front of that changeup.
2-2.
And he strikes him out on the heater. 93 on the gun. Jerpy gets the K. 6 strikeouts for Jerpy, and now the Braves are in danger of stranding both of these runners. That being said, they also have the timer at the plate. There's 2 ways to look at it. And he strikes him out on the slider. We've played 5. 3-0. Look at the excitement from Jerpy. He knows he might be pitching for his very livelihood to stay in this club for next year. This is his best outing of the year so far. Burleson couldn't lay off. Might have been a strike. Nope, it was not. 2-2 count. Oh, couldn't hold up. Burleson goes down. 1 away. Sorry, that wasn't Burleson. That was Jason Dominguez. My bad. They're going to replay Nick Maton's solo shot. You go right ahead and do that. Beautiful. Sorry, that was Jason Dominguez. This is Nick Maton hitting 220 on the season. And he hits another ball into right field. Back. And it is going to be over the head of the right fielder. And this is going to be a double for Nick Maton. He's going to hold up there. Nick Maton. The hot streak continues for him. His 5th double of the year. Yeah, he is seeing the ball well right now. He's in scoring position, and that brings up Brian Ramos. Ramos sends that ball deep. We've got our man tagging. It's gone! Brian Ramos! 2-run shot. Wow. The White Sox, 4 home runs in this game. What is going on? A power surge here in Atlanta. Brian Ramos just clears. He drops the bat head. Looked like this might be caught. Just misses the glove. So close. We will take it. And we're now up 5-0. That ball's going to be hit the shortstop. To his counterpart, Colson Montgomery does ground out to shortstop. 2 away. Yeah, I like where our PCI placement has been going this game. Been doing a good job of tracking that ball. For the most part.
That's the ball. 2-1.
Corey Lee getting some of his last at-bats with the White Sox. He will not be on this squad next year. He has frustrated me greatly. It's just not the answer for this White Sox squad. As he strikes out. Yeah, Kyle Teal already has a better rating, but I don't want to bring up Kyle Teal until next year. We'll start the clock next year when it comes to his rookie season. But yeah, Kyle Teal is projected. He's going to be our full-time starter next year. That is the plan. Derby back out to pitch the 6th inning. Can Dominic Fletcher get there? He can. One away. What's Derby's pitch count at? He's at 95. Yeah, we might want to think about getting a reliever up.
That's up.
In fact, we will. We're going to get up. Reliever sure could use rest, so we are going to warm up Tyler Gilbert. But we're going to ask, can Derby get through 6? Ooh, what a filthy curveball there from Derby.
2 balls, 2 strikes. We got a full count.
Full count. And the perfect pitch. Strikes out Acuna. Derby with his 8th strikeout of the day. Looking to lower that ERA. Looking to get his 2nd win of the season. And that's going to be a fly out to Jason Dominguez. And I don't see any reason why he can't at least start the 7th. We're trying to get our bullpen some rest. And I say, let's go for it. And they're going to keep Waldrop out there to pitch to Tatum. Currently batting .241. Hitters count at 2-1. Swings to the fastball.
2-2.
Eastside placement not good on that swing. Fouls off the splitter. Oh, good hold, Tatum. I so wanted to swing at that, and I did a good job. Hold it up. Hold, says Braveheart. 3-2 count. Ooh, just got under that. That's going to be a lazy fly ball to shallow center. Caught by the shortstop. 1 away. Dominic Fletcher, we are going to ambush swing here. Looking inside on that fastball. He did go fastball. He went a little lower, and my PCI placement was off. Don't know why I put it there if I was hitting inside. Off the end of the bat. Poor timing on the curveball. 2 away. Not disappointed, though. This has been a great game of power hitting for us. Went up a 5 spot, plus our pitching's been phenomenal. Ooh, Alec Burleson was looking for the 5th home run of the day. Just missed a home run there. Love his 80 contact against righties, 70 power.
Ball. Full count.
Yeah, if he could raise that average by about 10 points to be about 267.
Miss. Ball 4. Take your
With
base.
25 home runs. Is that too much to ask? Back to the action. After that break, 1-1 count to Lennon Sosa.
Hey!
Swings the 95-mile-an-hour fastball behind for
1
sure.
2.
That PCI placement and late. And once again, we have the 3rd wild pitch of the day. And even with that backstop the way it is, we take 2nd for the 3rd time today. This wild pitch goes to Waldrop, though. And the Atlanta Braves staff is like, what is going on? 2-2. 2 outs. And Sosa strikes out on the fastball. Just couldn't catch up to Waldrop there. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. And out will come Jerpy. He'll at least 105 pitches. This may be his last batter.
What you got?
Well, don't want to risk it too much. But yeah, I think this will be his last. Ground ball to Colson Montgomery. And that's going to be out. Yeah, we don't want to stretch him out. I'm not saying he's tired yet. We'll give it a go against Matt Olson. Lefty.
Hey!
Got him on the slider.
Count is full.
Colson Montgomery with the shift, the jump throw. He gets him on the play. 2 away. Great play there. Fantastic. And they're going to keep him in with the lefty-lefty matchup. And that's going to be a pop-up to Colson Montgomery. Drake Baldwin Not a good swing. And Jerby gets through 7, and we will definitely pull him there. The Braves will bring in Dylan Lee. Having a great year. 3.36 ERA. 77 innings pitched. Nothing to hang your head with there. We are definitely going to go with... Actually, we're going to go with Cam Boozer. We're going to let Gilbert sit. We're going to go with Cam Boozer in the 8th. Jason Dominguez hitting this time from the right side as he faces the lefty, who features a slider, four-seamer, and a circle change. And he chooses to go with the circle change there.
1-2.
Good pitch. Come on, Dominguez. Good take on the circle change outside. 33,000 plus here to see the Braves currently losing 5-0 against the bottom feeders that are the White Sox. Speaking of bottom feeders, we swung at a bottom feeding pitch there. Strikeout for Dylan Lee. His first of the game, and that brings up Nick Maton. 2 for 3 on the day, and we are not going to pinch hit for him because of lefty-lefty. He has earned the right to swing. And he's going to hit that off the end of the bat. Soft liner to the shortstop. 2 away. Brian Ramos steps up, and we are going to look at a replay of Brian Ramos. First, he hit one to right field. And then he hit one to left field. Both didn't go tremendously far, but 2 home runs for Brian Ramos today.
Oh, yeah. 2-2's the count.
Braves warming up 2 relievers. My favorite name, Buck Farmer. What a name.
Ball.
They are afraid to pitch to Brian Ramos. Who wouldn't be with 2 home runs? One to left field, one to right field. Could he hit one to center field? Tried there. Got the pitch. He is gunning for that 3rd home run. I feel like the circle change is coming. Went down to get it. Unfortunately, that's going to be a lazy fly ball to right field. We've played 7.5. White Sox in command right now, 5-0. And Jerpy's going to get the call to come out of the game. Good job, Jerpy. He goes 7 innings of shutout ball. Don't shake your head. Great job, son. Let's let the other players get you to the win. In comes Cam Boozer, who's having a phenomenal season. 70 innings, 2.55 ERA. Lefties not even hitting 200 against him. Righties are hitting 261. But phenomenal job for Cam Boozer. Yeah, our bullpen. I'm very pleased with what our bullpen's done this year.
Right, 2.
It's been our offense that has let us down.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a strikeout from Cam Boozer on the sweeper. And Nick Allen has a seat. His struggles continue.
No,
Jake
that missed.
Marisnick.
That's the ball.
0 for 2 in the day.
We got a full count.
Wouldn't chase that cutter. But he does strike out on the sweeper. Cam Boozer comes in the 8th and goes back-to-back strikeouts against 2 righties. And now he faces the lefty, Michael Harris, who just flailed at that pitch to make any sort of contact.
Ball,
Doesn't
that's
go
high.
for the high cheese. 2-2. Just gets a piece of that.
Foul ball.
Falls off the sweeper. Let's see if he'll chase the sweeper away. Left that hanging. Fletcher back on the warning track. And he's going to make the catch. Nice job, Dominic Fletcher, to run that down. We go to the top of the ninth. It is all White Sox right now, 5-0. And in comes the aforementioned Buck Farmer. Now they're going to show us the Braves' upcoming schedule. Interesting graphic there. Pulse Montgomery is facing the righty, who has a slider featured. Also has a sinker, circle change, and four seam. That motion, man, that motion tricks you. You think it's going to be this like tremendously fast fastball, and then it's a slider. And then he throws that circle change. Definitely some interesting deliveries from these Braves pitchers today. Waited a little too long on that slider, and Montgomery goes down. He's 0 for 3 in the day. We're going to pinch hit for Corey Lee. They're bringing Michael Turner. To face Buck Farmer.
That's a ball.
Good take by Michael Turner. Yeah, both our catchers hitting under 200. We could certainly use more production next year. Kyle Teal could be a great response. That is a drive. That's going to be off the wall. And Michael Turner is going to coast into second base with a one-out double. Nice stroke, Michael Turner. 99 miles off the bat. His 7th double of the year. That brings up Gerald Tatum with a runner in scoring position. He's going to ground that to second base, which will move the runner. So a productive out, but there is 2 outs. Now, we'll see if Dominic Fletcher can bring that run home. That ball's a little out of the zone. Good PCI placement to find it. As was that. Oh, sinker. Buck Farmer's definitely keeping the ball low. He throws that sinker inside. Yeah, I hope this is we can close this game 5-0 or more.
Counts full.
It would be nice to see a good number rolled for the staff jump. It'd be disappointing to get a 1 or a 2. This is the kind of game where we deserve at least a 6. A roll of 6 or higher, I feel. Our staff can feel confident in our coaching. So that's going to be a fly out for Jason Dominguez to catch against David Fletcher. Boozer's getting in the 9th inning here. We're trying to rest our bullpen, so Cam Boozer stretching himself out a bit here. The 2nd inning. As he faces 2, 3, 4.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He doesn't bite on that cutter.
2-2.
And that's going to be a lazy ground ball to Ramos. He does make the throw over to Boozer, covering the bag. 2 away. And the White Sox are not away. And not quite. Not yet. Marcell Ozuna squirts a ball into right field for a hit. That breaks up Boston Riley with 2 down. Strike on the cutter. And now they're down to their last strike. And Boozer is getting tired. So we will warm up Tyler Gilbert just in case. And that's the strikeout. Boozer gets the strikeout. The White Sox get the win. Fantastic game. 5-0. We get the win. Like to see it. Only 6 hits, but 4 of them were home runs. Brian Ramos, have yourself a game. Lots of highlights. Beautiful. Jerby gets his 2nd win of the season. Ramos, 2 home runs, 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. Nick Maton, 2 for 4, a home run and a double. Fletcher, 1 hit, which was a solo shot to get the fireworks going. Just overall a complete game for these White Sox. Let's go ahead and roll. How much will the staff go up after that impressive victory? Hoping for 6 or more. And we exactly got a 6. So I'm going to make that change now for our staff. Approval rating. Let's move that to a 31. Every little bit matters. Our staff approval rating is up to 31. And I think we're going to call this episode here.
We sure haven't had a lot of episodes like this one this year. Able to come out with a dominant hitting performance and pitching performance. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe or smash that like button. Tell a friend. The Chicago White Sox have a little bit of fight in them. Have a great day, everybody.